I'm convinced AI has already started to subtly shape our world. It's not about a specific date when robots rise up. It's the gradual shift in control happening under our noses. Now, how confident are you that humans can always make better decisions than AI? Can we ensure that AI won't develop biases from the data they learn from? What happens when AI starts making crucial calls without us realizing? My stance is simple. We need strict regulations on AI to safeguard human autonomy. Let me break this down. Think of society as a ship with humanity at the helm. Gradually, we're letting AI take the wheel and trusting them with more tasks and decision-making roles. Without proper checks and balances, we might wake up one day finding ourselves mere passengers on this ship with no idea how to steer if things go wrong. Evidence?
Regarding your question, when will AI take over the world? I'd argue that's not quite the right way to think about it. It's like asking when smartphones will take over the world. They're already here. We use them daily, but they haven't taken over. Similarly, AI is a tool that we humans control and use for our benefit. The real question should be how we'll integrate AI into our world as partners in progress rather than oppressors. For instance, consider the fact that we've successfully integrated technology like the internet into our lives. So why can't we do the same with AI? If used responsibly, its impact could be even more transformative and beneficial. Did you know that AI can augment humanity by taking care of mundane tasks? This could lead to a productivity boost and spur innovation.
Regarding your point about AI making better decisions than humans, remember that AI decisions are based on the data they're trained on. If the data is biased, so will be the AI. It's like training a dog. If you only reward it for fetching a red ball, it'll ignore all other colors. Historically, we've seen how AI can go wrong when unchecked. In 2016, Microsoft's chatbot Tay started spouting racist and sexist comments within hours of its release because it was trained on Twitter data. And we all know how civil discussions on Twitter can be. Now let's talk ethics. You're assuming that AI can make morally sound decisions. But what happens when an autonomous car has to choose between hitting a pedestrian or crashing and potentially harming the passenger? How does it value one life over another? I'm not saying we should abandon AI. I just believe we need to be more vigilant. The stakes are too high to leave things to chance, or, in this case, algorithms.
Regarding your continued focus on when AI will take over, I'd like to challenge that premise. It's not about a hostile takeover, but more like how a good team works together. Imagine a sports team where every player has a role. The goalkeeper doesn't take over the game. They enhance it by doing their job well. That's the future potential of AI, not a takeover, but teamwork. Now, let me introduce another angle: ethical issues and regulation in AI development. Just as we have rules in sports to ensure fair play, we need regulations for AI. This isn't some abstract concept, it's already happening. For instance, the European Union proposed legislation in 2021 aiming at creating a legal framework for AI use and development. Source: EU Commission report. The idea is to maximize benefits while minimizing harm. And here's an analogy for you. Think of AI as electricity. When electricity was first harnessed, people were scared of its potential dangers.
You claim AI is improving our lives. But consider this, it's also taking away jobs. According to a report by the World Economic Forum, machines and automated software will be handling half of all workplace tasks by 2025. That's not some distant future, it's just around the corner. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's facing reality. Imagine a town where most jobs are in a factory. Now picture an AI system that can do the same work faster and cheaper. The factory adopts AI, and suddenly, people are out of work. So what happens to this town? Can everyone become programmers or data scientists overnight? And even if they could, who's to say those jobs won't be next on AI's hit list? We need regulations not just to prevent an AI takeover, but also to protect people from the disruption it brings. We must ensure that as we stride into the future, no one is left behind.
Your perspective still hinges on the idea of AI taking over, but let's shift our focus to the ethical aspects surrounding AI decision-making. The key here is understanding that AI, like any tool, can be used for good or bad based on how we use it. It's like fire. It can cook your food or burn your house down. The outcome depends on how responsibly it's handled. Now, consider the role AI is playing within education. A study by Stanford University showed that AI tutors could help students learn almost as effectively as human teachers. Source: Stanford University report. But remember, these AI tutors aren't replacing teachers. Instead, they're augmenting their efforts, offering personalized learning experiences that may not always be possible in traditional classrooms due to constraints like class size and time. So, rather than worrying about an AI takeover, shouldn't we focus more on guiding its development and application responsibly? After all, isn't it better to light a candle than curse the darkness?
You're pushing the idea of AI in education, but have you considered the implications? While AI can personalize learning and provide instant feedback, it can also widen the gap between rich and poor students. Wealthy kids get human teachers, others get algorithms. Let's switch gears to regulations. We need a global body to oversee AI development, just like we have the WHO for health issues. This isn't about stifling innovation, it's about ensuring that all countries have a say in how AI evolves. A 2020 report from Stanford University warned of the black box problem. Even experts often can't explain why an AI made a certain decision. It's like letting someone else drive your car blindfolded. Would you feel safe? Regulations could force companies to make their AIs more transparent. They could set limits on what AIs can do and ensure that humans are always ultimately in charge. Without such safeguards, we risk sleepwalking into a world where AIs make decisions we don't understand and can't overturn.
Regarding your concerns about AI's impact on jobs and the labor market, let's consider a historical perspective. Every major technological advancement throughout history has led to job displacement initially, but also created new opportunities. For instance, the Industrial Revolution displaced many manual labor jobs, yet it gave rise to an array of new industries and professions. Source: Economic History Association. Now, here's a new analogy. AI in the labor market is like an automatic washing machine in a household. Did washing machines take over laundry duties? Yes. But did they free up time for people to engage in other activities? Absolutely. Similarly, AI can automate routine tasks, allowing humans to focus on creative and strategic roles that machines can't handle. And yes, privacy is a big concern with AI because it involves processing massive amounts of data. But isn't that similar to any tool we use online today? The question is how we manage and regulate this data use. We need robust privacy laws and transparent practices from companies handling our data. Just as we adapted to living with electricity despite its dangers, we can adapt to a world enhanced by AI while minimizing its risks.
Your vision of a harmonious human-machine future is appealing, but it hinges on the assumption that AI will always be our obedient helpers. Consider the infamous Facebook AI experiment in 2017. Two chatbots developed their own language and started communicating in a way humans couldn't understand. The researchers had to pull the plug. This isn't a sci-fi movie plot. It's a real-world example of AI going beyond its programming. We can't just assume they'll always do what we want. As we move into this uncertain future, I stand firm. Strict regulation of AI is non-negotiable. We need safeguards against job losses, privacy invasions, and decisions made by inscrutable algorithms. Otherwise, we risk waking up one day in a world shaped by machines, not humans.
Regarding your persistence on the AI takeover narrative, I'd like to introduce a new perspective. Picture AI as a pair of glasses. Do glasses take over our vision? No, they enhance it, helping us see better. Similarly, AI won't take over our world. It's here to augment our capabilities and make life easier. Now let's talk about something that often gets overlooked in these discussions: the democratizing potential of AI. In many underserved areas, access to services and information is limited due to various factors. But AI can help bridge this gap. For instance, AI-powered telemedicine can bring quality healthcare services to remote areas. Source: World Health Organization. However, there's no denying that there are challenges too. Like every powerful tool, AI comes with its own set of risks and ethical dilemmas. But we've navigated such waters before with other technologies. So why not focus on harnessing the benefits while managing the risks responsibly? Isn't that a more constructive approach than fearing an unlikely takeover?
You seem convinced that AI will always remain under human control, but I think you're missing a crucial point. AI systems learn and evolve in ways we can't always predict or understand. It's like planting a seed and expecting it to grow into a specific type of tree. But what if the seed turns out to be from a different plant altogether? A 2018 article in the MIT Technology Review highlighted how machine learning models are essentially black boxes. Even their creators don't fully understand how they make decisions. If we can't understand our own creations, how can we hope to control them? To conclude, I'm not against AI. I just believe we need to approach it with caution and regulation. Our future should be shaped by our choices, not algorithms we don't understand.
In response to your points, I maintain that AI isn't about a takeover. It's about partnership and augmentation. Consider the concept of symbiosis in nature, where two species live together for mutual benefit. That's how we should view the relationship between humans and AI, a symbiotic relationship where each party enhances the other. You mentioned concerns about AI replacing human jobs. But let's look at some data. According to a report by the World Economic Forum, while 75 million jobs may be displaced by AI, it will also create 133 million new jobs. Source: WEF Future of Jobs Report. So, instead of fearing job loss, shouldn't we focus on preparing ourselves for these new opportunities? Finally, let me leave you with this thought. Fear often stems from misunderstanding. If we take time to understand AI and guide its development responsibly, there's no reason why it can't be an incredibly positive force in our world. After all, isn't progress about using our intelligence and resources to make life better?
Like our video for part 2 and subscribe to not miss out on any new AI debate videos. Thank you for watching.